Welcome to Minority Report, and I'm your host, Lachelle Smith. Minority Report is a video blog on YouTube that celebrates Black-owned businesses, and on this episode of Minority Report, I have with me entrepreneur Roberta Holmes. She's the owner of TheMotherland.Online. That's the whole website. That's the name of her company, the name of her brand, and basically what she does is she provides you with the kind of products that you are going to love to use, wear, decorate your home with, if you are that person who wants to, reflect your African pride. So definitely I want to welcome Roberta. Thank you so much for being a guest on my platform. I really appreciate you, girl.
You, Michelle.
You're welcome. So, with everything going on, what's going on in your community right now with between COVID-19 and, we're in a whole new social justice movement. What's happening in your community?
Well, I'm actually in the Seattle area. So I know that we've been in the news lately. It's just a reflection of everything that's going on in the United States right now. It's just a small microcosm here. And, Seattle has a long history of activism, actually. And I think a lot of people aren't even aware of it because we don't have a huge Black community, but we have a mighty one. I am proud to say my grandparents were Garveyites, and they actually helped found the UNIA in the 1920s here in Seattle. So I grew up with a strong sense of African pride and believing in supporting Black-owned businesses, and that's why I so much appreciate what you do, Lachelle. It's so important for us to be able to support each other's businesses. And I don't care what you're looking for, you are going to find a Black-owned business that either has the services or the products for you to buy. As far as I'm concerned, there's no excuse not to make that effort to try to support our businesses. And everything that's happening right now is it's kind of come to a head because of that man who now occupies the White House. And that was actually the preface of why I started my business. I actually started in the fall of 2016 when he became president. And it was, no one knew that he would win, but everyone understood what he was bringing forth and what was actually starting to become very apparent. I think there was a huge backlash because of Obama. And, I have always been a strong supporter of Black pride, African pride. I grew up in the 70s, Black Power, Anthony Davis,
Throw your fist up. I know that's right.
All of that. The Motherland.Online is just an opportunity for us to be able to express our African pride, and not everybody's going to get out there in the streets. Everybody does not do that. But there is no reason in the world why someone can't, support a Black-owned business. Maybe, wear some, beautiful African jewelry, earrings, have some mud cloth in their home. Right. These are all things that help us to really understand our history and heritage. And that's what my business is all about. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just my little way of trying to promote Black pride. And
there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Do that thing. Now, I know, a lot of businesses are hesitant to throw their hat in the political ring and the activism ring. And even when everything's pretty much started, I was conflicted myself. I was, sharing this with another friend of mine on another Zoom we did. I was like, I'm not really in the mood to talk about bundles and eyelashes and, high heels. Like, I feel like I need to be out in the street too. But then I recognize that, my platform really is my form of activism. And I'm noticing that your brand is your form of activism. because we're not going to be out
Right.
there marching and protesting and everything else. We're really the ones who are encouraging and pushing, the Buy Black movement. Like this is our form of activism, because we are not going to be able to compete politically, economically, if we don't have the foundation by supporting Black owned businesses. So I definitely applaud you for what you do and how we've been able to partner these last couple years. Like, it's just been a phenomenal partnership. But what I want to know from you is, with everything that's going on, have you noticed a spike in your sales and like people wanting more Afrocentric, fashion and accessories and home decor and skincare? Is that happening for you?
100%, absolutely. Especially the last several months since COVID. And I know it's been an economic hardship for many people. Our family is not immune to it at all. But the one thing I can say about that is people have been extremely supportive of TheMotherland.Online. They have, even if it's just buying some black soap, I don't care, how much, everybody needs soap.
Right.
Everybody could
Right.
use that. And maybe, you're not accustomed to having to, or I should say, maybe you're accustomed to going to the mall and purchasing, box store items, and
Right.
maybe not used to shopping online. But I've had a lot of first-time customers, and I always know they're first-timers because they come through and they'll spend just a little bit of money. I know what they're doing. They want to test the waters. I get
Right.
that. I'm okay with that.
Right.
But every single person that orders from me gets a free gift. I don't care if they're only spending $10. They're going to get a free gift. Now, that free gift might be a little keychain of the
Right.
Africa map, but they're going to get something free.
Something.
And that's what I like to do. I want people to know I appreciate their support. I don't care if they're spending $10 or if they're spending $200. They all mean something to me. And the Motherland.Online, like I said before, it's all about African pride. I have some customers who just love the home decor. They actually create that atmosphere that they can really feel proud of, whether that's in their home or office. And then I have some customers who just love the jewelry. That I have a couple customers in particular that, they have pretty much every earring I sell. they just love earrings.
All right, you got loyal customers. That's what I want to hear. Yes.
So, but I just want to take this opportunity as well to let everyone know that has supported us going all the way back to 2016, that they're so much appreciated, and we're here to stay, and we're going to continue to grow. Like I said, we've had a lot of new customers, especially these last few months, and like you started off saying, I think a lot of people are realizing, this is our time.
This is our time. You're right.
To really take advantage, to make a point to support businesses, and every other community does it. We're one of the few. We're actually on the bottom rung of supporting businesses. I was doing some research not too long ago, and unfortunately, our dollars stay in our communities out of a month, 30 days, stays in our community about 6 hours. And I think most people won't be surprised to know that the folks that support their businesses most are people who are of Asian descent. Their dollars stay in their communities about 26 days out of the month. So, that's sad, quite frankly. And I think people are becoming much more aware of what that means for our communities. And like I said, with COVID, with what it has done to jobs, with everything that's been happening the last several years with that man who lives in the White House, I think people are starting to wake up and understand, you know, we have to do this for ourselves.
Right.
No one's going to do it for us.
Right.
And, you know.
Yeah, we noticed that with the whole paycheck protection plan, and we were completely left out of that. Millions and, you know, millions on top of millions of dollars went to businesses that didn't necessarily deserve it. Businesses, you know, major corporations were filing applications per franchise or per location and was getting money on top of money. And then here's our community still struggling. You know, a community that built this nation on our blood, sweat, and tears, on our back. And we can't get support. We can't get low interest loans. Half of us can't get loans at all. So yes, this is the perfect time to either start a business or support an existing Black owned business. And I mean, definitely your brand is one that, I mean, when I asked the question, I almost knew the answer, like how much, you know, has this, you know, COVID-19 and, you know, Black Lives Matter and every other movement that's happening right now, you know, asking the police to not kill us, which is something we shouldn't have to ask for. But, you know, just asking you how much of that is impacting your business. And I had the itchy suspicion that you were reaping a harvest, as you should. And that's what, you know, my hope and my prayer is for every business. So now that, you know, you have basically, you know, let your customers know, hey, I'm open, I'm available, come support me. I have, you know, basically every category covered. You know, when you go to your website, you got it all. You got clothes, you got accessories, you got hats, you got bags, sis got skincare, you got wooden utensils, statues, you have it all. How much of that is directly from, you know, creators from Africa, you know, artisans and, you know, those people who basically are working with their hands? How much of your product comes from Africa? And the reason why I ask is because right now, because this is, you know, a moment to really capitalize, there are those outside of our community who are basically opening up stores and operating in blackface. They're not from our community, but they're selling, you know, head wraps and statement t-shirts and all kinds of other products to, you know, basically entice us to take our coins outside of our community. And that's why it only lasts 6 hours. So that's why I'm posing the question to you, because I want people to understand, you know, one, what the process is, you know, the difficulties that you have, you know, trying to find vendors and things like that, but that you do have products that are not, you know, made in China somewhere. I want people to fully understand that and hear it from you.
Absolutely. Thank you for that question. And I refuse to sell anything from China. I'm going to start there. There will not be one item that comes from China. And believe me, I've been approached for folks trying to sell me stuff from China. Okay, so that is not going to happen. Secondly, my goal by the end of 2021 is to directly get all of my products from the artisans on the continent of Africa. I'm about 45% there right now. I would say about 80% of the items that I sell are made in Africa, but I still am trying to figure out a way to get directly to the artisan. So
to cut out that middleman, yeah.
Exactly, I'm working on that, but I'm getting there. And then the other 20% of the items that I sell are from in either India or from the Caribbean. So everything I sell, I will say 100% does not come from China. That I just refuse to do that. The other thing is everything that I sell, proceeds from what I sell go to support orphanages, feeding food programs on the continent of Africa. So everything that I sell, a percentage of that is going back to the motherland to support those organizations that do help our people. So I make a point to do that. And, you know, it's not a lot of money. You know, it's about 2-3%, depending on which item it is. But something, right. Every order is going back to help support that effort. And
I'm sure they appreciate every bit of help you send them.
You know what? If everybody does a little something, it makes a difference.
Right.
And that's whether, you know, you are supporting other Black-owned businesses, whether you are trying to do the right thing in the streets and you know, protesting and marching. everybody has a part to play, and everybody has a gift to bring to make a difference. So, you know, like I said before, I grew up in a family where, you know, they were activists. My grandparents were, my aunt was a huge activist. You know, my mom played a part in that. She wasn't out there in the streets, but she was doing all the support groups.
Right.
And, you know, everybody has a part to play. And I'll say that, you know, my husband and I have made a point when we raised our kids. We have 3 children, 2 of them in their 30s, 1 in their 20s. And we made a point to educate them about our history. That was something that was extremely important to us. And my husband and I have always been, you know, entrepreneurs. That's how we were able to be home and raise our kids and give them the kind of values that we wanted them to have. And, you know, this is just an extension of all of that. And we are, you know, really trying to do what we can in our own little way to really help, again, promote Black pride, African pride. You know, everybody has a part to play. And like I said before, you know, what you do is helping to get people to understand that, helping people to find companies and businesses and people to support that do offer products and services in our community. And, you know, the Motherland.Online is just another place to be able to do that. And,
Absolutely.
And that's what this is all about. And I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to get a little cheesy here, everybody.
Do it. Go for it.
My husband is a first-time author as well. And he has a book. It's actually called Politics and Kids Sports. And it's you know, a almost like a how-to and information for people who have children in sports. You know, a lot of folks in our community have children who are involved in sports, many at a very young age. And, you know, that's his way to be able to get information to our people, to be able to help them to understand the pitfalls and the setbacks and some of the things to look out for when you have kids in sports. So, you know, I'm just going to put that out there as well. You know, our whole family has their own way of supporting each other and being able to really, you know, bring other opportunities to folks in our community. So,
I love everything about what it is that you're doing. You know, I mean, I think Marcus Garvey would definitely be proud. He'd be proud, you know, of what you and your husband are doing. I mean, first of all, the tag team, you have your business, he's an author, you know, how you've raised your family, how you are, I mean, reflecting your beliefs and putting that into practice in your local community. And, you know, by supporting like I said, the creators and the artisans that, you know, provide you with the products that you know, then that you sell. And then you're also philanthropic. There's no other reason to not support the Motherland Online. And now, since you want to get cheesy, let me go ahead and put it out here for y'all that the Motherland.Online is also a participant of the Ultimate Black Love Gift Guide, Black Owned Business Coupon Book. So if you have not been to bobcouponbook.com and you've downloaded your digital download of 70 coupons from Black owned businesses, I'm going to need you to run over there immediately. Go to bobcouponbook.com and you will get not only the Motherland.Online's discount, but 69 others from different Black owned businesses. And it is going to look like this once you download it. And here is the ad for the Motherland.Online. So you don't have an excuse not to support Roberta and what she is doing. I mean, it's just phenomenal just to listen to your story and just how passionate you are about pushing the Buy Black movement, but also, you know, really just reflecting our African culture, our African history, because our history did not begin with slavery, no matter what they try to tell you. You know, it's some beautiful people in the motherland doing some amazing things, you know, advancing in technology and real estate and natural resources and, you know, jewelry, fashion, clothing, everything, you know what I mean? And Roberta is your gateway to get that. Don't buy your stuff from nobody else, especially if they don't look like you. Head on over to, especially if they don't look like you. If you go to their website and you can't find a bio, or if you go to, you know, my channel on YouTube or to my website and you can't confirm or verify that it's Black owned, you better not spend your dollars, because you're contributing to the reason why our dollars only last 6 hours in our community. We can turn that around right now. This is definitely the time to do that. Like I said, this coupon book has 70 different businesses in it. Roberta is, you know, giving back, you know, to her community. Also, if you are, you know, if you have that direct connect, you know, to Africa for anything and everything, you know, please get in touch with Roberta. Definitely do that. Yes, please. She has a goal. She has a goal in mind that she wants to be 100% having all of the products that she sells come from the motherland. So please, again, head on over to TheMotherland.Online and get it all. I'm telling you, Dashiki's, head wraps, she got it all. You are not going to be disappointed. Roberta, this has been an incredible interview. I mean, I learned, like it's like I already knew you, but I learned more about you and why you're so passionate about what it is that you do. I want you to tell everyone, you know, where else, because we told them the website 1,000 times. I don't know how you could have forgot it. It is TheMotherland.Online. That's the website. But I want you to tell people how they can also connect with you. Like I said, if they have, you know, that cut out that middleman, have a direct source for you, please tell everyone where they can find you and where they can find you on social media.
Absolutely. So, Lachelle, again, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for everything you do. You are also walking the walk and talking the talk and doing everything that we believe in here. And I'm proud to be a part of the BOB book every year. And I'll continue to do that. And I also support the businesses that are in that book. So I encourage everybody else to do the same. And yes, please, if you are an artisan, if you know of an artisan that lives in Africa or in the Caribbean, I'm not against them either, please reach out to me. Again, the website is www.TheMotherland.Online. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter, and it's TheMotherland.Online. You can't miss us. And I want everyone to know who is watching this, if you send me a message and tell me that you saw me on Lachelle's channel, you are going to get a free dashiki. So,
you gotta go get your free dashiki. I don't know what y'all waiting on. Make it happen, okay? This is the plug right here.
I'm even talking for you folks who want to test the waters and spend $10. You're gonna get a dashiki too, okay?
There you go. There you go. Y'all better claim it, okay? And don't, now listen, I know she said $10, but I'm telling y'all better spend more than $10 over there at TheMotherland.Online. Do not disappoint me, okay? Do not embarrass me like that, y'all. I want you to spend more than that. Y'all spend more than that when y'all go to Target and everywhere else, so you can spend more with Roberta. Come on now, don't be cheap. Don't be cheap with your own people. Even if you don't need nothing, buy something for you, buy something for your sister, your cousin, your girlfriend, your neighbor, your co-worker. Buy something for everybody, okay? There. Again, Roberta, thank you so much for being on Minority Report. This has been awesome. You've been a wonderful guest. Thank you.
Thank you. Peace and love, everybody.
Thank you. All right, you guys, I will check y'all in the next interview. Y'all have a good night.